Hey, welcome to Rum Club. So, if you haven't noticed on your social media, this week is Negroni week, and I'm pretty sure Campari Group are really happy. But anyway, obviously we're also gonna make a Negroni here at Rum Club, even though I will not be making a regular Negroni, because I would like to make what some call a Kingston Negroni, or what I just like to call a Rumgroni. The first one we're gonna make today, it's going to be one that resembles your original Negroni. So obviously Negroni was a cocktail going back to, if I'm not mistaken, 1919 or something like that. It's an Italian invention. Basically, it's taking an Americano that used to be sweet vermouth and Italian bitter, and then adding some club soda to it. And then I think the myth is that some Count Negroni or something like that ended up ordering to be more stiff drink, so he threw out the soda and added gin to it. And today the Negroni is basically known as basically equal parts gin, sweet vermouth, and Italian bitter, or Campari as a lot of people know it. But obviously I want to make something similar, but it's not going to have gin in it. But I'm going to use an Aguardiente rum that can resemble the flavor notes you get from gin quite a lot. So in this case, and we might be playing a little bit on a higher ABV than standard, so we won't be using a full ounce, but I'm going to introduce you to Rivers. So Rivers is a Grenada rum. It's what I will call an Aguardiente rum, because basically, first of all, it's bottled at 69 ABV, which is 138 proof for all the Americans out there. This goes all the way back to 1785, but the nose of this is just insane. The nose of here is green olives, it's all ripe tomatoes, it's almost like an umami feel. So that's why I call it Aguardiente rum, because it can resemble a lot of those green notes you find in gin. But let's turn this into a cocktail. So obviously the first thing we'll do is that we need a stir glass. In the stir glass, we always chill it down a little bit, because we don't want the chilling of the glass actually diluting your cocktail. So if you swirl this around a few times, then you start feeling the temperature hitting your glass. As soon as your glass is down to the temperature you need, then you are ready to actually start making your drink. Stir, stir, stir. As you can see, we start hitting our beautiful ice cold temperature. Gorgeous. And we just dump all that, see, all that water would be in your drink. And then we'll start making our Rumgroni. So obviously, first of all, we start by adding an ounce of, in our case, we're using Walcher's Bio Bitter, which is an Northern Italian producer, makes beautiful Italian bitter. It's organic. They also make a beautiful vermouth. This vermouth tends to be a bit more actually on the purple side than on the classical red side. We do another ounce of that as well. This is gorgeous. And then, because we're doing 69 ABV, I would normally add a full ounce of a gin. Anywhere a regular gin up till about maybe proof doesn't mind. But because we're doing about 70, I'm only gonna add about, but I do like booze. So we'll do 2.5 CLs. So just under, so 5/6 of an ounce of, yeah, 5/6 of an ounce. Oh, just look how that alcohol, hits those ice cubes. And then basically we'll just stir this. And obviously we just need this to be diluted a little bit. We want it, obviously, dilution to hit properly, because we're doing a high ABV rum into it. But this should come out beautiful and gorgeous, and those green floral herbal notes that Aguardiente brings to the table should be able to mimic whatever we do with gin normally. Pretty beautiful. That is beautiful. Oh my God. Oh. Interesting point, hadn't thought about that. So obviously this is a high-ester rum. High esters tend to have a lot of noticeable sweetness. I don't know how to say it. Esters has a really specific sweetness to it. And it's kind of interesting that after trying this Negroni or Rumgroni, is that I actually end up with that sweetness on the nose. So I have beautiful bitterness in my mouth. What pops straight up to my nose are these gorgeous high-esters. So it actually becomes really sweet on the nose, which is kind of interesting when I have such a bitter expression in my mouth. I love this shit. So, your cocktail is done. As you notice, it's going to be ice cold. You just add ice cubes. Remember, the more ice cubes, the better, because then obviously the less the ice cubes actually dilute, and your drinks just stay colder. And then, literally, this is just poured over ice in a gorgeous low bowl. Amazing. This nose is amazing. I'll give it a bit of an orange peel, the classic for a Negroni or Rumgroni, and then this is going to be an amazing Rumgroni. Look at those citrus oil hitting out those ice cubes. Oh, the citrus and high-ester mix of this is amazing. So, Rumgroni done on rivers, because obviously we're Rum Club. Come down and try it. This is probably gonna knock your teeth out, and it's gonna be amazing in flavor. The balance is there, and it's gonna be a completely different experience with those high-ester notes hitting your nose. So see you at Rum Club.